All right, what's up, guys? I'm posting on my YouTube channel because Teams doesn't allow you to post videos more than 60 seconds. So I'm going to try my best to be brief and concise. However, I've been known to be a little verbose from time to time. All right, but just bear with me. There's good information here. All right. So check this out. My boy Steve, he's a tech that I help out. He reaches out to me for help with his sales. We're getting him to that 15 solution mark. All right, he's almost there, inshallah. All right, he is doing an excellent job, but he reached out to me and he was very frustrated, understandably so. We've all been in this situation. So he sent this to the customer. He's the gray, the customer's the blue. All right, so check this out. The customer, or excuse me, he offers the customer the tick, flea, and mosquito service. Pretty much he tells them, look, it'll be wise for you to start treating for tick, fleas, and mosquitoes. All right. Customer asked him, what is the cost for the tick, flea, mosquito treatment? Excellent. Guys, anytime someone asks you the price for something, that means they have a high level of interest. Nobody asks the price for something if they're not interested. All right. It just doesn't happen. If I walked inside a shoe store, and they said, hey, man, just letting you know, high heels are on sale today. We have an excellent deal on high heels. And unless I drank some funny Kool-Aid or lost my mind, I probably wouldn't ask the price for the high heels. It would probably be like, oh, that's what's up, man. So you're not going to ask the price on something unless you have a level of interest. All right, I digress. So then he says, we have a treatment for 7 times a season and 4 times a season. $49 added to the monthly, $29 added to the monthly. I love this. I don't like how he wrote it. He writes things a little confusing, in my opinion. However, the fact that he gave them options was amazing. All right. A lot of people would have just went right to the cheapest option. He went to the options, option A, option B. I love that. Guys, I firmly believe that when you give people 2 options, it changes their minds from yes or no to A or B. Okay, that's what you want. So you don't want it to be, hey, do you want this product? Yes or no. You want it to be, hey, is it going to be this product or this product? All right, is it going to be Pepsi or Coke? Which one? All right, you want to put them in a situation where they're thinking A or B and not yes or no. So he did great with that. Sure enough, they went with, let's do the 4-time option. So they went with the cheaper option, right? He said, okay, this is the part where he probably really got frustrated, right? His adrenaline's probably going, sales still pretty new to him. His adrenaline's probably rushed. And then he's like, okay, I'll send the agreement. He sends it over and look what they say. Done, done, done. Actually, we're going to hold off on the additional service for now. I didn't realize our monthly cost was getting so high. Guys, anybody will be upset with this, right? So he was irritated. He explained that this is the monthly price. We're adding $30 to your bill, right? So to give you some insight, the customer is probably paying something like $45. He already told them, we're just adding $30 to your bill. They're like, cool. But when they saw that 75, they panicked. Now, guys, critical thinking here, because we got to put our thinking caps on. Guys, do we think that the $30 added to the 45 was really a game changer? Like, it's really going to just harm them. It's going to make their life more difficult. I highly doubt that. Was the issue the $30, or is the issue that they didn't want to give him the extra $30? There's a big difference. You don't have $30. You literally don't have it to give. It's not there. You can't give what you don't have, or I don't want to give it to you. I'll give it to someone else, but I don't want to give it to you. I'm already giving you enough money. I'll give it to someone else. I'm not giving it to you. And that was the case. All right. I believe that was the case. It wasn't that $30 was the issue. He said this person did not want to give you an extra $30. He didn't want to give the company an extra $30. He feels I'm already giving you guys enough. All right. They're cool with spending that $30 elsewhere. I had the same situation, guys. I had the same situation. So I showed Steve how I handled it. Right. So same exact thing. I offered the customer I offer the customer a tick, flea, and mosquito service for 29 bucks. Cool. So this is what the customer told me. I'm not paying any more than I already pay. I would take care of this on my own. He got feisty, right? He got feisty. But guys, that is a contradiction right there. I'm not paying any more than I already pay, but I'll take care of this on my own. Unless you have some type of connect with a pest control company, or, you know, your homeboy works at Lowe's and he's going to put some, you know, some Raid, you know, in the back by the dumpster. You just got to pick it up at 8 o'clock when they close. Dude, you're going to spend money. You're going to spend money. So his issue is not spending money. It's that he didn't want to give me the money. That was the issue. He didn't want to give my company the money. So I said, okay, noted. What will you be treating with? Have to make sure we aren't cross-treating and making a dangerous concoction. Bro, I made that up on the spot. I had to figure out how to, you know, obtain this information from what he'll be treating with. So I can refute, you know, and I can show him that I have more value than the product he's about to get, right? Some lackluster product, right? And that was just genius right there, man. So imagine though, like he's spraying some weird product, and then, you know, we put some demand on top of that and it makes chloroform or something, or I don't know. We make our own concoction of Agent Orange. I don't know. So I told him that, and he's like, not sure. I will get something from the garden center I go to for plant issues. I don't know why he thought that would be a good idea, but maybe the garden center has like really good products. I don't know, but I had to give him some perspective, right? So I offered him a TFM for just 29 bucks. All right, so this is what I told him. Here's what I did. I got approval to match and actually beat the cost of 3 bottles of Raid for a full yard fumigation that covers ants, ticks, fleas, mosquitoes, etc. So I gave him some perspective. Look, you can go ahead and spend your own money, because you said I'm not spending any more money. You mean with me. But you're going to buy something like Raid. That's more. That's 36 bucks. And this guy had a severe ant issue. He's going to need a lot more than Raid, bro. He's going to need a lot more than 3 bottles of Raid. So I gave him perspective that I'm beating this price. So you can give someone else the 30 bucks you want, if you want, or you can just give it to me and I'll give you a professional service. And I told him, ants, ticks, fleas, mosquitoes for lower than the cost of 3 bottles of Raid for a professional service. Note, you will need a lot more than 3 bottles of Raid to take care of this. Furthermore, I will have my guys apply a growth inhibitor. You see that? I act like a boss, man. I act like a boss, because if you act like a normal tech, then these people are going to be hitting up pro support. They're going to be hitting up the office, right, to try to get a better price. I talk to them because I am a boss, man. I talk to them like I'm a boss because I am a boss, and I give them the perception. I give them the feeling that I'm right here. You don't have to go anywhere else. I'm right here. I'm right here. If you want the best deal, I'm right here. If you want the best service, I'm right here. So I said, I will have my guys apply a growth inhibitor to the solution and prevent the ants from reproducing, as opposed to trying to spray each and every anthill one by one. Not happening. Then I wanted to see, is there any other objections that he has? So I said, is it the subscription part that makes you uncomfortable? I can try to find you a one-time option. Check this out. Then he says, I'll approve one application and see what it does. He approved, but he assured that he would never use a product like Raid. Oh no, never. Raid is beneath him. However, long story short, he signed and sent. All right, I let him know, all set, fumigated and granulated heavily. Initially, there could be an increase in activity due to the bait. However, we should notice a decrease by next week, inshallah. Keep me posted, save my number, have a great day. Thank you. Guys, so this is proof right here that it's skill, man. It's a skills game. It's not just a number game, man. It's not about having custom routes. It's a skill game. All right, guys. So we have to learn how to handle these objections. We are not getting new objections every day. We get the same objections every single day. So you should be prepared to handle these things. So I hope all of that is clear. You guys have a great day.